Ferrari's 2022 campaign was so disappointing for both. A team who started the season leading the championship and fans who have been waiting for a comeback or a surprise until the last rounds. Many critics about Binotto's decisions and choices pushed him to retire and leave the teams as managers facing bigger issues. Was Binotto the real reason behind the team's frustrating season? Let's find out more about the recent decisions made at the Maranello squad and how can this involve the team's preparation for the 2023 season. The Italian team is recently experiencing one of the hardest times, going through a total instability after a hard season, followed by Binotto's retirement, who seems to be exposing more the team's issues. Some voices from inside the team said that even with all what happened last year was considered as a wrong decision or incorrect calls, Binotto's departure might put the team in a more complicated situation. In the other side, Charles Leclerc, the team's star driver, finds that his team made a huge step forward compared to the seasons before. Leclerc believes a slight transition won't get to disturb the stability of the team. He added during the FIA's prize ceremony last weekend in Bologna that he's quite optimistic and expects a strong comeback in a competitive car version. Leclerc admitted his team went through a difficult time technically with infrastructure problems. However, the team's engineers are still doing their best in order to correct the previous mistake with the new car characteristics. Obviously, the last few weeks have been a bit difficult for the team and we are in transition time at the moment. But on that, I have a full trust in CEO Benedetto and Chairman John to take the right decision. But I'm sure that 2023 will be another step forward and hopefully get closer to the goal we all want in the team, which is to be world champion. About the reports saying Alfa Romeo chief Frédéric Vasseur is the heavy favorite to take up Binotto's place, Leclerc said, "I mean, Ferrari is a very different team to any other team. I can only comment on my experience with Fred, which has obviously been good." Back in 2016, Leclerc raced in GP3 for Vasseur's art team, and in 2018, they were together at Sauber in Formula 1. Leclerc respects Vasseur and mentioned that they both have a great relationship as Alfa Romeo chief believed in him during his early journey. "He has believed in me, and we've always had a good relationship, but apart from that, obviously that shouldn't influence any of the decisions. He always been straightforward and honest. This is something I like from Fred. Whether it will be him or not, I don't know." Comparing Ferrari's performance this year with the last few years, many Formula 1 analysts classify the last season as a good one even after the car's engine issues and the team boss controversial decision. The former German Formula 1 driver Christian Danner predicts Mattia Binotto's departure would cause Ferrari to fall 3 years behind schedule. During an interview, Danner expressed his disagreement with Ferrari's manager decision to fire Mattia Binotto. Danner believes Formula 1 need more consistency to see real results. Continuity is the key to success in Formula 1, and it is a magic word. Even when things aren't going well, it's preferable to study the issues and maybe even recognize them, than to stop working inside a vast framework and instead stop. "I worry that Ferrari will lose 3 years as a result of Mattia Binotto's departure." After working with Maranello for 28 years, Mattia Binotto left the team, expressing how difficult and heartbreaking leaving his favorite area where he gave all the last 28 years of his life. "I have made the difficult decision to call my partnership with Ferrari to a close, with the peace that comes from knowing that I have done all possible to meet the goals set. I'm leaving a business that I love and I have worked for 28 years." Back to the serious thing, the Maranello squad engineers and technical staff are working on significant changes where they believe Red Bull took advantage of last year. The team worked on increasing the top speed by improving the aerodynamic efficiency. Data from the wind tunnel are reportedly very positive. The team's technical investigations conclude that being slower than the Red Bull RB18 on the straight last season was not so much to do with the F175 engine power, but more due to problems with too much drag and more about floor problems. The 2023 car development process will be named the Project 675. According to the Italian branch of motorsport.com, the new car has been taken to task in 3 key areas, and the first conclusions seem to give some hope. Ferrari are confident that by 2023, they can seriously fight for the world title. The engine failure was one of the bad surprises during the last season's races, where the Italian team was obliged to change certain parts of the power unit. Fans are currently so curious about the concept of the 2023 car engine. However, reports are confirming that the concept will probably remain the same. Ferrari is building on the same concept, avoiding radical changes for the 2023 car. However, some news are talking about a significant step forward, especially for the reliability of the engine. Reliability issues, which were one of the main issues that affected Scuderia Ferrari in the first part of the 2022 Formula 1 season, and also the Ferrari power teams will be greatly improved, which means that the longevity of the power unit has increased. This allows Ferrari to adopt a more aggressive engine mode without bad surprises or dropout as seen during the races last season. Inside the Maranello garage, the team are analyzing the last year team data to introduce updates and changes, and tire degradation was a serious concern for the Italian team during the 2022 season. Charles Leclerc had to pit several laps earlier due to this issue, while Red Bull drivers Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez were able to extend the life of their tires. This season with Pirelli introduced a new tire which will understeer less their target. The changes engineers are working on seem to give an advantage for Ferrari, and particularly Charles Leclerc, who the driving style will fit the new car version according to the last simulation and virtual test results. In Maranello, they have adapted the mathematical model of the new tires in the simulation systems, and the result of the virtual test seemed positive, as there would be a good correlation between the track and the simulator. Globally, Ferrari's situation might look a bit complicated with the new departure of their team boss and the technical issues they went on with. However, in past season, it took several revolutions to compete for wins, while this winter, only a few adjustments are needed to become successful again. Divided between worried and hopeful, Ferrari fans are waiting for what these changes will bring to push the team for the title battle, waiting for the new boss to add some stability so they think about fighting Red Bull to lead the championship and win the long-awaited title. Tell us in the comment below if you think Binotto's departure will have a good impact on the team or will take it back years ago. Don't hesitate to drop your opinion about the Project 675 and the new improvements. Leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more Formula 1 fresh news. That was all for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.